Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm actually getting to this video a little later in the day than I wanted to. Several hours. I have waited to do my Borg faction store polls until now. But at the same time, does benefit because just saw the post about changes to the chest here. Levels 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 51, 53, 55, 57, 59, 61 have all had their single chest pull from the Zindy scrap reduced. And virtually those same levels, the same level of players have also had their two chest pulls reduced. Why just those players and not everybody? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. You didn't change it for 56, but you'll change it for a 57 or a 53. I mean, a 53 you can get the new ship, so why didn't they also change the 56 pulls? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I guess players at my level can take a long walk off a short pier, I guess, huh? Yeah. Bullshit. Alright, here is the new Ex-Borg faction story. See, right here at the top are these 3 trade downs. So, it is somewhat self-explanatory. It is a trade down. Take a look at this epic trade down. Take your epic Xborg credits and trade them down for rares. Do the same thing with the rares. Trade the rares for uncommon. And trade the uncommon for the common. And no, there isn't a trade up. But there is a trade down. So maybe you're getting a bunch of epic horseshit, whatever this is. New currency bullshit. And what you really want is the rare, because the rares... So one of the officer pulls, I think. Where are the officer pulls? I should be able to see them. Officer exchange right here. See how these Voyager officers cost rare tokens, not epic tokens. So maybe you don't like the epic token turn-in and you want the officers. It's a nice idea. I do appreciate that. But talking about cooldowns and pulls, come in here. Yeah, and I know I'm complaining about not getting my pulls, the amount per chest changed when I'm sitting on 1.3 million, but just seems ridiculous to change everybody else's except for a few levels. Really saying you got it right at those other levels? I'll know about that one. But however, do my double chest. I still got enough for 4 more days. Oh, so I didn't even get... Okay, so you're not guaranteed to get rare and epic. Alright, cool. That's nice. Whatever. Oh, they do have an eye here. See the drop rates. Each chest offers a chance at 1 roll of credits of each rarity. Uncommon credits, 100% chance. Common credits, 100% chance. Rare, 33%. Epic, 15%. Okay. Not sure I completely understand that. So I'm going to get... With 1 chest, I'm going to get common and uncommon credits. And a 33% chance at rare credits and a 15% chance at epic credits. I guess that's what I'm reading. Okay. I mean, it seems kind of shitty, but whatever. I'm mainly doing it for the reputation. I want to unlock these other bullshit claims. Especially since you get to celebrate it and nothing unlocks. So it's like, what is the point of celebrated? What do you get at celebrated? Apparently you get nothing. Because nothing unlocks at celebrated. Okay. However, Zindy Bounty Exchange, that's these fancy little Xindi bounties that I showed you from the wanted Xindis. Even though they look like survey ships, they're not. 300 of these weird, whatever this picture is. I don't know what that is. Is it somebody's head? Random head of some species, I guess. Trade demanded you can get some. No eye here, no to tell you what exactly you get, but you will get some Borg emblems for some dumb thing and a chance at other things. Sounds like you might actually get nothing, but we'll have to see whenever you get to Esteemed. They have added material exchanges much like they did in the Bajoran faction store, except these look like absolute garbage. Then I did mention this in Arcfall video. So here it is. One, there's no I button to tell you what you're going to get with one chest, but G4 raw crystal. I don't want that. Why would I want that? And it looks like, there's 6 chances to get that. I don't want that. And then for the common G4, 9 chances. 9 items. So there's 15 items that I absolutely do not want. And I feel very insulted that this is even in here. What the hell? I'm level 56. Can you not get this dumb shit out of my stupid chest claim? I don't think I'll ever pull this. 1, because I don't actually even know what the hell I'm getting. And 2, all this bullshit raw. I don't want any of this raw. I don't want the G4 raw. I don't want the G5 raw. I don't want that. It does nothing for me. Even the G4 rare and epic, it does nothing for me now. It might have done something for me a year ago. Doesn't do anything for me now. Sure, there's not that much uncommon in here. But the G5 rare and epic, sure, I'd like that. But that's all I want. I don't want anything else. So, in my opinion, this chest is absolute garbage. And I do not recommend you pull this. Maybe as an endgame mechanic when all your favors are done. Maybe. And you've maxed all your officers or whatever other ship part bullshit that they are giving out here. This is just trash. There's too much chance to get raw or common, and I don't think that's worth it at all. Then there was ship part exchange. This was like the same shit, too. There's broken parts. Why are you giving us broken parts? That is so weird. Get this broken part and these common parts. Get them the hell out of here. Otherwise, this chest is absolute trash. Oh, and it's starting out with G4. Look at all this G4 shit in here. What? How is me, a player like me, level 56 with G5 rare ships, supposed to look at this chest and think, oh boy, this is the greatest? No, this is the biggest piece of shit chest claim in the world. This G4 shit does nothing for me. Bullshit is what it is. Even these broken parts. I can get broken parts easy. Sure, I guess I technically have to grind for them. But you know what? You got to do your dailies anyway. No, I don't go grind G5 broken parts doing anything other than my dailies. My daily kills take me about 30 minutes. And that's the freebooters and the faction hostiles. I get plenty for my refinery. I don't need any more. I could use more uncommon and rare, sure. But common and broken parts, no. Garbage. Ship ability fuel. And yeah, I did show you, I may have talked about this, but this is Again, there's no I button. It doesn't tell you what you're guaranteed to get, if anything. Are you going to get one of these? Are you going to get two of these? Mycelium, I'm kind of pissed off that the Discovery is essentially a pay-to-play mechanic now. It doesn't have the warp range to get my ships out to where they need to go unless I pay for it, which is bullshit. Yes, it used to be a very good ship, and yes, I know it was a one-trick pony, but it was one badass hell of a trick for a G3 player. For a G5 player, it's useless. If I didn't have to pay for it, I'd like it a lot more, but I have to pay for it, so I hate it. I mean, bullshit for the Defiant, bullshit for the Cerrito, cloak shit. Yeah, I went over this shit. It's not worth your uncommon shit. Not until all your favors are done. Or all your Ex-Borg researches are done. Because you could trade this shit in and get more Xborg credits and do more research. This is... Of course, if I knew what exactly I was getting, then maybe I'd say something different. And I showed you this officer exchange. All the Voyager officers are in here, yes. So this is a little bit better of a claim than the rare Formation Armada bullshit because Neelix and 7 of 9 are in here. The number of shards aren't great. Of course, you have no idea exactly what one chest pull is getting you. You have no idea. It could be terrible, but they don't want to tell you what you're going to get or what you have a potential to get. Artifact Hall says artifact tokens, premium artifact tokens, isolytic artifact tokens, complex nanotech. So essentially giving you an opportunity to get more of these artifact pulls without having to do all the Formation Armadas. Really another way to supplement what you're getting. Faction exchange, more faction rep, faction currency, sure. I mean, that's nice. I mean, it's low. And especially because I don't know what I'm getting. What am I getting? If I click this one chest, assuming I could right now, what would I get? What do I have a chance to get? What's the potential to get here? I have no idea. So it looks like shit to me. Forbidden tech shit. I don't want any more trial bells. It's like they're cramming trial bells down your throat and you're going to hit a wall with Q trials. So what do you really need trial bells for? You really don't. You really don't need any more trial bells. So putting that in here really clogs everything up because what you really need is the tear-up catalyst. You do kind of need proto-matter, but you can get a little bit more proto-matter than you can of tear-up catalyst right now, and I think you need a lot of tear-up catalyst. There are some forbidden techs that want 9,000 per tier to tear up, and there are some that want 27,000. So that's going to take a while. So this chest really doesn't look that good. G4 Mega Chest, level 50 plus. Why is it a G4 Mega Chest? I'm not a G4 player. I mean, it's nice. Prime Dolomite particles are in there. It does say guaranteed, which is nice. Gotta like that. Now, only if they would source away team particles, because there are 3 more primes in there that they have just ignored, which is bullshit. G5 Mega Chest, 30 guaranteed Dolomite particles, which is nice. And again, I don't like that there's common in here, but the raw isn't in here. And basically the same with the parts. The broken parts are not in here. Now the commons are in here. So this chest is a little better. It really is. At least it's better than that other one. What did that cost? $5.90? What did this dumb thing cost here? It costed uncommon Ex-Borg bullshits. Okay. And this one costs uncommon Ex-Borg bullshits. Alright, that's weird. Okay. Style exchange. Ooh, yeah. We gotta get that style. Okay. For fancy little avatars. These things, I guess. Well, I already have that hailing frequency. So I guess it's this frame. The frame is the only thing I can get. I mean, where did I get this hailing frequency from? I don't remember. I got it from somewhere. And they've added more. What are these? You remember the first round of the Ex-Borg faction tree, you had these turn-ins where you could take your common Xborg credits and turn them in for some of these daily refine type items. Nanoprobes, raw isogen. What are these? Antimatter units, Botany Bay bullshit, Actian bullshit, Stella bullshit. Now they've added 3 more. Voyager, Fuchsia, Monavine. Come in here, take a look. For 400 Xborg credits, you can get... I don't even remember what the hell a 1 chest pull costs, because I do a max chest pull. I do a double chest pull of the exotic biotoxins. That's over 100,000, so... I mean, I guess it's nice if, you know, your 1 chest, if this is equal to or greater than your 1 chest pull. It is nice. It will allow you to not have to grind everything out. It can be useful. Again, assuming that you're going to get enough for at least a 1 chest pull every day. I don't even mind raw latinum. For me, it's not even worth it. The concentrated latinum is a little bit more worth it, kinda. Do get a lot more latinum. Of course, I have 10 million, so Monavine shit, which is nice. 16,000 of the common net ships. I do max pulls because I auto grind. Many people auto grind. It's easy. You can essentially work on 2 loops at the same time, right? You can work on your Monavine shit and another loop that you're doing manually. So I don't hold that much value here to this, but if you're having trouble auto grinding, then this may be good for you. I would really try to find a good auto grind crew, and especially a good one that allows you to send all those officers away, but then also keep a set of officers around so you could grind manually. So you can grind 2 loops at the same time. What's the word? Time efficiency or something. Your time efficiency. And you have a bunch of favors. I have bought several of these. Essentially all the ones that cost common Xborg credits, except for this axionic bullshit. Because my Exocomp factory? Yeah, Exocomp factory. I remember what the hell building that is. Because I got it up to level 50 like a year ago, and then you need some fancy particle to get it higher, but no idea where to get that fancy particle thing at. Some of these favors are really going to help you with this loop, like particle beam delay. Delay the particle beam of the Zindy reptilian hostiles for several rounds of combat. At level 1 of this favor, it's 2 rounds. At level 2 of the favor, it's 4 rounds. Level 3 of the favor, it's 6 rounds. I was able to, well, initially when I did this, started grinding the loop, I was killing them in like 3 rounds. So I bought the first 2 levels. Now I'm killing them in 1 round, so kind of regret buying the level 2, but at the same time, it is there if I want to feel like punching up. I could probably try punching up a level and see what happens. Might be a little bit better for me. Not that I really need to. Zindy escalation. This is... You don't see it on the left here because I have it maxed already. Increased base Zindy scraps dropped by Xindi targets. level 120, then 50, 75, 120, and 200%. That is why I am able to collect so many Zindy scraps. I essentially get 300% of what the hostile says it has, which is cool for me. Borg Armada spoils. Here's the question you have to ask yourself. In doing your bolos, are you having trouble fueling that refinery? Are you having trouble doing max pulls for the uncommon, the rare, and the epic bolo credits? Are you? I'm not. That is me. I do have lots of research and lots of buildings and ships and whatnots. Do you? I would recommend not doing this one. Save the currency. Because I don't see much value here. Even 50% bonus. That's not that much. I'm already getting a 50% bonus from the research. What do I need? More 50, another 50%. That's it. Hell, I put 5s on one ship and I get 80% because I still don't have her maxed. Use new Picard and let's say new data. Well, wait a minute. They don't work against Armadas. Picard's all captain ability does, but his officer ability does not. So maybe you want to do Geordi and Beverly or something because they'll work on Armadas. I've actually been able to do that. I have enough for many days, and I haven't done bolos since the last time they ran the Return of the Mega Cube. And I should have enough to fuel that refinery for another month. So don't see a lot of value here for me, but maybe you could use an extra 50%. Remember, it's only an extra 50%. So if the reward is 1 million, you're only going to get an extra. You're actually not even going to get an extra 500,000, are you? Are you? Because of the way the ships are set up. Actually, yeah, because it's a research. It should count towards all your ships. So you should get approximately an extra 500,000. Depends. Here's a big one. Critical damage floor. Critical damage cannot be reduced by enemy players or hostiles below a base percentage. 10, 20, 40, 70, and 100%. Only at level 2 right now. Gotta get more of the uncommon bullshits. But this is the thing that is really going to help you do this loop. Because once you max this out, you will no longer, the hostile will no longer be able to make your critical hits be 0. And therefore, B'Elanna Torres will come into play here more. Because she's factored in after the fact. So battle happens, your floor is set at 100%, but with hull breach on your opponent, doing a critical hit will get you more critical damage. This is really going to help a lot of people do this loop better. Here you have Explorer Parts bundle Explorer Parts Plunder, Battleship Parts Plunder, Interceptor Parts Plunder, Galaxy Plundering. Explorer, Battleship, and Interceptor, pretty self-explanatory. Increase broken G4 and G5 Explorer parts dropped by hostiles. Self-explanatory. Get it if you want to. This is the thing that is really confusing for me here because it's Interceptor, Battleship, Explorer. No survey ship. Here you go to Galaxy Plundering. Increase broken G4 and G5 Explorer, Battleship, Interceptor, and survey parts dropped by hostiles. Okay. That's weird. Why isn't this one the survey one? Why are we getting so much less survey parts than However, just seems weird to have 3 specific ones and then 1 universal one. Why don't you just have 1 universal one that boosts it up to 200% or something? Or 1 for each type of ship. It's weird. Monavine Barrage Amplifier. Increase the isolated damage of the Monavine against all targets. PvP, PvE, Armadas. You're going to want this because people like Data or Janeway, they're going to even more increase this. Yes, even more increase it. That was the right word choices. Sure. Or who are don't the battleship assholes, the isolytic battleship, not battleship, strike team. There's isolytic assholes for the strike teams. They're Cascade, right? And Freeman, she's Cascade, right? Let's come over here. Change the thing. Thank you. Holy Googa Mooga. Yeah, here you go. Freeman, isolytic Cascade. So potentially you could use your Monavine in PvP. Saying it's a great use for the Monavine, but it is possible. Alright, and then there's these repair things where it's essentially Leslie. While defending a capture node against other players at the beginning of each round of combat, gain a chance to repair 30% of hull damage taken in the previous round. Gain a chance to repair 30% of the hull. Okay. So am I gaining a 30% chance every time? So in round 3, it's 90%? Or you just get whatever percentage from this favor? So you have a 30% chance at max to repair 30% of your hull damage if you're on a capture node. Okay. I mean, yeah. Could potentially give more use to the sarcophagus because the sarcophagus is mostly hull. Probably why that is repairing your hull and not like your shields or your shields and your hull. And you don't have to be like below a certain percent like say Leslie is. It just at max 30% chance to repair 30% of the hull. Then there is Explorer, Battleship, Interceptor, Emergency Protocol, which is almost like the same thing. At the beginning of each round of combat, Explorers below 35% hull health with morale repair a percentage of hull damage taken from hostiles in the previous round of combat. Okay, so in PvE, if you put morale on your Explorer, you will... Is it a chance? No, it will repair. Once you fall below 35% hull health, you will repair 20% hull. Okay, can be useful. Not sure how useful because you gotta fall below 35%. Some testing will have to be done when we start unlocking this stuff, but this could be potentially interesting. It is in PvE, doesn't affect PvP, which is nice, but on the other hand, Explorer, Battleship, Interceptor, PvP mending. At the beginning of each round of combat when fighting player interceptors, Explorers repair a percent of hull damage taken in the previous round of combat. Okay, so if I'm in an Explorer and I'm fighting an Interceptor, so going with the triangle, and it's not even a chance, it just repairs. Not sure I like that. It's tough. And it doesn't say anything about morale. But it could potentially make some of these battles go a little longer. That's what it sounds like it's trying to do. Is that a good thing or not? I'm taking a long time to get through this shit, aren't I? However, this is something to keep an eye on. I don't have this yet. Or do I? I don't have it yet, but I actually do have it unlocked. I could buy them if I wanted to. I need more of this uncommon shit. What is offensive repair? While attacking another player, at the beginning of each round of combat, if hull health is below 50%, gain a chance to repair 10% of hull damage taken in a previous round. I don't like that. Okay, you can get it up to 100% chance. Alright, because I don't like leaving that to chance. Then you're praying to RNGesus that he doesn't screw you over. That is, well, and it is only 10% of the hull. It's not a whole lot. That will prolong the battle, but that will... Gonna have to see how these hull repairing favors actually affect PvP. Some complaints about, at least the Freeman crew anyway, drastically reduces PvP battles to where they're, they're only lasting like one salvo for some people. Of course, at the same time, if you don't get to the next round, then you can't repair the hull. So this isn't really doing anything. Doesn't really affect the Freeman crew because the Freeman crew could take you out with their first weapon or maybe their first two weapons and then not even get to the second round. In some cases, for some people. Not for everybody, but for some people. Okay. Well. Alright. Increase base ship XP earned from combat. Ooh. Yeah, I got 10 million Latinum here. Some of you may have noticed there was a spend ship XP leaderboard last night. I won that using Latinum, and yes, I still have 10.7 million Latinum left. It's nice. I'm not saying that this isn't nice, but you know what? This is something that should have been in the game 2 years ago. Now, to a certain extent, players have found ways around that. Much like officer presets. Took so long to bring out officer presets, people found ways to get around it. Or to make selecting crews faster. To where presets aren't used that much by certain players. But this is very useful. I'm glad it's here. Just wish it would have been here a long time ago. And you have choice material construction, increased base cost efficiency of grade 4 and grade 5, ore, crystal, and gas for buildings. Maxes out at 50%. Meh. Choice resource construction, increased base cost efficiency of partial titanium dilithium for buildings. Maxes out at 150%. Pure axionic servos. Increased base cost efficiency of axionic servos for the buildings. Yeah, I never really had trouble leveling up that building, so I don't really care. With the material construction and the resource construction, it's nice. It is very nice. I'm not saying that it's not nice, but you know what? I think we could use some for research too. Especially resource. Because shit tons and shit tons of dilithium on shit tons and shit tons of researchers. Could use more cost efficiency on the researchers too. And here you got the assembly line. Survey, Explorer, Battleship, Interceptor. Increased base cost efficiency of G4 and G5 parts. Survey 1 maxes out at 150%, and for all of them, does max out at 150%. Very nice to... Hell, once you max these out, it almost might make these stupid ship part claim up at the top that I said was garbage obsolete. Because what do you need that for? You got your refiner. Whatever. All right, let's wrap this up here. Almost a 40-minute video. Wow. One thing was changed already about this Xindi loop. Some players, not all players, got their Xindi scrap exchange reduced. The cost per chest was reduced while keeping the same amount that they actually get from the chest, which is good. Some of these chest claims are very nice in here. Some of them I think are stupid. Personal opinion, though. Some of these favors, same thing. Some of these favors are really good. Some of these favors are dog shit. Critical Floor, I think, is a very good one. Does fix the interceptor strike teams fighting each other with Damar, and Damar making the battle a stalemate, because it'll go 100 rounds and everybody's crit damage is 0. It does fix that problem, which is a good thing. And it does kind of fix the problem with this loop that people can't do damage to the hostiles because the hostiles are taking away their critical damage. And of course, you know, there's more efficiency stuff, which is nice. No research in here, which kind of disappoints me. I would like some more research efficiency, especially like cheaper dilithium, which it seems to be the case because the Bajoran favors did the same thing. You know, it was all about construction with resources and materials, but not research, which was odd because these are basically researchers. All right. So where's the building that increases the efficiency of the research? Because if you have researchers that increase the efficiency of buildings, shouldn't you have buildings that increase the efficiency of research? When's that coming? We'll give them my ideas. And then there's a few of these favors which we are going to have to keep an eye out for. They sound neat, but they sound kind of shitty if you are on the wrong end of it, where your hull or your opponent's hull can be repaired in PvP. And if you don't have enough of this and they have more of it, you will now be losing PvP battles instead of winning them. Just because, oh, let's repair the hulls now in mid-battle. I think it's okay in PvE. I don't know if that's something I would like to see introduced in PvP quite yet. If at all. Just a personal opinion. Because I don't know that it's really going to change the Freeman crew because it is per round. And if the Freeman crew is knocking you out in round 1, you'll never see the benefit of this. So it's not like a counter to a Freeman crew like the Critical Floor is a counter to the Damar crews. But however, comment below. Let me know what you think of these favors. Do you have a favorite one? And what did you think about the changes to the Xindi scrap? Are you very happy that they changed certain levels? Yes, I understand that certain levels had more trouble with it, but in my opinion, I think they should have given a little bit of relief to every level, right? I don't quite get that. You gave relief to some levels, but not all levels. It seems kind of shitty in my opinion. However, be sure to like and subscribe. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.